Welcome friends, fellow meat enthusiasts. My favorite day, steak experiment day. It's been a long time since we've done something like this. What I've got here is a piece of sirloin flat meat. It's not been trimmed yet. It comes off the bottom sirloin. I would say it's on par with like a New York strip, something like that. And it's several dollars cheaper most of the time, most places you find it. We're gonna take this and do something a little different than we normally do. Normally you could just sear the outside, get the inside a good medium rare like any other steak, and it's amazing. We're gonna actually take a recipe that a friend of mine did, and he posted some pictures that looked amazing. Danny Colmo, thanks a lot, man. That was awesome. He cut a pocket into it and he stuffed it and then he topped it at the end. So I'm gonna take that idea and draw inspiration from it and put the Steak Wolf twist on it. Here we go. If any of you guys actually wanna try the recipe we're gonna do, you'll probably end up buying this already trimmed, but step one for us, we're gonna go ahead and trim it up. Most of the time, your sirloin flat meat could be anywhere from 1.5 inches to say 2.5 inches thick. I'd like to do things like this, obviously with a thicker one like we got here. So you got that heavy top fat, and then underneath that you get this little membrane that's just not as pretty as the meat itself. So this is what it looks like all trimmed up. The next step is to cut a pocket right into the side. You don't want to take it too far apart. You want to keep it attached. Do a little salt, black pepper, garlic powder. Flat meat's got the pocket. Hit it with a little salt, pepper, garlic. Next step, I'm taking some mozzarella cheese. I'm just going to lay that down in there. Got some Italian cold cuts. We got some pepperoni and some prosciutto. We'll lay that in there. And one thing we like to do, it's very popular to wrap things in bacon. Some trouble you run into there if you're trying to cook a medium rare steak. What are you sacrificing? The crispiness of the bacon or the level of doneness of the steak? I don't like to have to balance that when I'm cooking something. So what we do is we take the bacon, we twist it, we cook it in the oven beforehand, and we just stuff it in there. We did this before on a stuffed tenderloin video. It works out great. It's the way to go. Very simple to do. Doesn't take any more time than wrapping something. In my opinion, it's the way to go. Take your top layer and just close it on in. Now, we stuffed this thing to the max, and we had a little plan for that. So at this point, there's a woman in your house with a set of free hands. Go ahead and get her, because this part involves sewing. Could just remove some bacon. Just kidding, we're not communists. We didn't end up with too much trimmings here, just a little bit. And I want to make a side dish, so I'm adding a chuck roast and we're going to grind it in a food processor. Don't actually need a grinder, normal kitchen food processor will get this done. And we held back a little bacon from cooking because we knew we wanted to do this. So we're going to throw that in there as well for a little flavor. What we're going to do is make some meatballs that you grill. It's very important that your side dish is also meat. That way you offset a vegan somewhere. Yeah, oh, with that bacon, that smells good. This first ingredient is optional. If you're going keto or something like that, you don't need to add the breadcrumbs, but we're making some meatballs, so we're just adding a little bit of breadcrumbs. Crushed red pepper to taste. If you like it spicy, use a lot. If you don't, use a little bit of black pepper. Crushed basil leaves. Parmesan and black garlic truffle seasoning. Versatile stuff. Keep it right on the dining room table. A little bit of parsley flakes, a little bit of garlic, a little bit of Parmesan Romano, white truffle oil. Because we're cooking it, we're not using black. A little bit of truffle zest. This whole place smells like truffle and bacon. Means we're doing something right. We make little meatballs. I have to gauge this first one's size, see if it's too big, too small, or just right. Just right. Handy to have a little bowl of water. By the way, this would also make an excellent burger if I just patted it up and did it that way. Let's see.
Challenge you to a duel.
What are you talking about?
You look at that.
Don't start. Grill's cooled down a little bit now. We already got our sear. Put our cast iron on to heat up with the grill again.
Like a meatball shotgun shell holder.
Let's start with the basic flat meat that we cut off. Salt, pepper, garlic, that's all. Looks good. Looks edge to edge perfect. Delicious. Nothing done but salt, pepper, garlic to that. Quality product. Let's try our truffle meatball concoction here. Looks pretty amazing. Smells amazing. That bacon in there? Oh my God. That's the move, guys. Making meatballs like that. A grilled meatball, truffle and bacon infused. That's amazing. Like that'd be amazing on a sandwich and a pasta by itself. Love that. That side dish is a winner.
I'm gonna try this too.
Yeah, give it a shot.
Best meatball I actually have ever had.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
That grilled charred on the outside, but it's still really juicy in the middle.
So now that it's already cooked, got some black truffle slices. I didn't think it was truffly enough. Tiny tongs making their return. It's everything you'd want. Crispy bacon. Overwhelming with that truffle flavor. Steak's delicious. It's 10 out of 10. It's kind of cheating with all the stuff we put in there. It's a great idea. It's a great idea. Well, guys, if you like this video, go ahead and give us a thumbs up. Hit the notification bell to not miss out on whatever thing we do next. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
I'm a little impressed. It
Yeah.
looks a little sloppy.
It's okay. It tastes great. If you don't like this, we get divorced. What do you think?
That, folks, that's how marriages last right there.